There have been an uptick in violence as it relates to violent crimes and firearm possessions and firearm recovery and homicide and things of that nature. It directly speaks to the things that we're trying to identify in our campaign, making sure that we have the necessary resources to intervene on the front end when these youth are 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. So subsequently, by the time they get to 15, 16, and 17, they already have the necessary youth enrichment and mentorship program and the necessary resources to combat the environment in which they're living in. We have our work cut out for us as it relates to violence, namely on the South Side and namely in Ward F. But I'm up for the challenge, and like I said, the community is backing me, and we're going to get a hold of violence as well.
So obviously, there's only so much you could do as a council rep, but if you are fortunate enough to be elected this fall, what are some steps that you would like to take to make sure that this kind of trend doesn't continue?
Well, it's not if, it's when, and we have already taken those necessary steps. So I've got with several individuals in the community, several groups to begin to police ourselves, to intervene on the front end of violence, having a relationship with everybody in the community so we can see cooler heads prevail. And it's about doing the work. I have a track record of doing the work. So that's what's important. When you see people that you see every day in your community advocating for the violence to stop and showing you different ways to go about handling things in life, it's like a breath of fresh air. So we're working on that now. I'm not going to wait till I get elected to work on that. That's something that I've been working on for about the last 7 to 8 years. And currently, our new initiative is to create some form of neighborhood watch group where we have individuals from the community policing our own community.
So yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. Could you tell us how that neighborhood watch would work? Would you plan on launching anything like that?
Yes, well, we had a community meeting on Sunday on Wilkinson. So essentially, what the Neighborhood Watch community group will be responsible for is fielding calls from block associations and individuals from said area to understand if it's a crowd out there, to understand if youth out there that's not doing nothing. So they will be responsible for intervening with these youth, making sure they know of the necessary resources that's available so we can get ahead of violence. We want to have preventative measures put into place.
All right, very good, Frank. Well, certainly keep us posted on that. And finally, aside from the violence, which again is always a big topic here for good reason, but is there anything else on another end that you're seeing in the community that's part of your platform you'd like to address today?
Oh yes, man. The quality of life. It's a huge quality of life issue in Jersey City as it relates to individuals not clubbing their dogs, to individuals not enjoying the appropriate quality life that a taxpaying citizen and a regular citizen should be enjoying. You know, there's loud music complaints. There's quality of life issues all over the ward, and we want to make sure that the appropriate mechanisms are put in place so we can address those quality of life issues.